Well, hello everybody. I just want to say thank you once again for tuning in to Projects of Christ. This right here is going to be kind of a question answer type thing. I'm getting quite a few questions here and I just want to answer them for y'all. So appreciate again for y'all tuning in and let's answer some questions here. A very good question. I go to what they call High Point Church. It's in Enterprise, Alabama. If you know much about Enterprise, Alabama, it's right behind the Winn-Dixie. It's what I like to call a free will church. You're free to do as you please there. You're free to worship the Lord how you want to. You can dress how you want to. Very, very awesome church. The Pastor Derek Williams, he's awesome pastor. Very funny, very entertaining. You will get a lot out of his messages and some of the best praise and worship I've ever seen. If you ever get a chance, stop by for a visit. It's a High Point Church. You can message me if you don't know where it's at, and I'll be glad to give you directions. Also, he does his services online, so if you're interested in go listen to some of his online services, again, contact me and I'll give you the web address so you can go check that out. But High Point Church in Enterprise, Alabama, awesome, awesome church. Well, like I said, I believe I said this in my introduction video. I got saved when I was 15 years old. Ever since then, like I said on my very first introduction video, since I was 15 to now, there's been times where I was on fire for God. Living for God, doing real well. And there's also been times in my life where, I was so far from God, I already punched my ticket to hell. I've been back and forth with God for a lot of years, up until about a year ago. About a year ago, I made a commitment to myself and to God that I was not going to turn my back on Him this time. No matter how hard the trials and tribulations were, I was going to stay in faith with Him. That doesn't mean that, I haven't had my bumps and bruises and bad days, but I'd say I got saved when I was 15, and for the last year, I've really been committed to God. What Projects for Christ is a ministry I started about 6 months ago, and it's exactly what it says, Projects for Christ. It's not always about what God can give me and what God can do for me and what God can bless me with. It's time for me to start living my life on what I can do for God. And this is it. This is different little projects, whether it be like this video blog or going out helping somebody financially or just random acts of kindness. Just anything that I can do, a project that I can do to glorify Jesus Christ. That is what Projects of Christ is. And I'm really looking, and I feel strong with God behind me on this. I really feel like it's really going to take off. And, we're going to be able to really spread the word about who Jesus Christ is by doing different projects for Him. Oh, absolutely. As a matter of fact, my next blog was going to be solely dedicated to prayer requests. So please send those to me, whether Facebook or if you need to do it on YouTube. Please send me your prayer request. I plan on doing the next blog that is solely dedicated to prayer requests. You can keep up with Projects for Christ. I do have a Facebook. Keep in mind I do have two Facebooks. One is my personal and one is for Projects for Christ. If you want to just type in on the Facebook Projects for Christ and send me a friend request, and I'll be glad to add you, and I'll start keeping postings on what I'm doing, the different projects. Also, if you're subscribed here to YouTube, subscribe me and I will constantly keep everybody updated.